Okay, let's dive in. Do you ever feel just, well, constantly tired? Or maybe struggle with tummy aches that seem to come out of nowhere? Or even skin problems, things that just won't clear up? It could actually be down to what you're eating. So today, we're doing a deep dive into food intolerance testing. We're looking at guides like the kind of info you'd find from bloodtest.co.uk, especially useful for people, say, in Tynemouth or the wider Tyne-and-Wear area. The idea is to figure out how pinpointing your specific trust foods can really shortcut your way to feeling better.
Yeah, and it's super important right off the bat to be clear about what we mean. We are not talking about food allergies. Those serious, sometimes scary, immediate reactions. This is about food intolerances. They're more of a slow burn. It's often a delayed thing, maybe hours later, maybe even a day or two. That's what causes that sluggish feeling or the stomach ache that keeps coming back. It's often linked to IgG antibodies, not the IgE ones seen in allergies.
Right, the slow burn. Okay, so let's unpack the big pluses here. What are the main benefits that bloodtest.co.uk highlights? First up, stopping the aches.
Exactly. That's a huge one. When you identify and then, cut out the foods causing the problem, common ones are often things like dairy or gluten, but it varies. People see a big improvement in their digestion. We're talking less bloating, less uncomfortable gas, fewer nasty abdominal cramps. If you've got something chronic like IBS, knowing your triggers is, well, it's crucial.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's not just about the tummy, is it? The guide mentions energy levels, too.
Oh, absolutely. Once your gut isn't constantly inflamed or irritated, fighting off things it doesn't like, the whole system calms down. People often report they just stop feeling so drained, that constant fatigue lifts. And it links to skin as well. Things like stubborn eczema or even persistent acne can sometimes clear up significantly once the internal irritant is gone. Your body's just less stressed overall.
Less stressed inside means looking better outside. Okay.
And thinking long-term, experts in places like Tynemouth really stress this personalized approach. It helps you build a diet that works for you, preventing future problems. It might even help with weight management simply because your digestion is working better.
Okay, so how do you actually find out? What are the methods?
Well, the guide mentions a few main ways. There are blood tests, often looking for those IgG antibodies we mentioned. Then there are hydrogen breath tests. Those are pretty good for spotting issues with sugars like lactose intolerance. And of course, there's the more traditional elimination diet where you basically stop eating suspected foods for a while and see how you feel.
Right. But I've heard some chatter, some debate really, about how reliable those blood tests, the IgG ones, actually are.
That's a really valid point. And the information from sources like bloodtest.co.uk actually touches on this. They stress, and this is key, that testing is just the start. Whether it's a blood test, breath test, or whatever, the result itself isn't the full story. Their strongest advice, always get help from a professional. A doctor, a registered nutritionist, someone who can look at the test results alongside your symptoms, your actual diet, everything. Don't just get a number and try to figure it out alone.
Okay, so don't self-diagnose from a test result. Get expert help to interpret it. And these tests, they are available locally, right? Like in Tynemouth, you can find clinics or even get at-home kits.
That's right, yeah. Access is usually quite straightforward, whether through local clinics or using those home testing kits that you send off.
So wrapping this up then, what's the main takeaway for someone listening? The guide from bloodtest.co.uk seems clear. Figuring out what foods uniquely bother your system can be a really effective way to tackle those nagging health issues and boost your energy.
Definitely. It empowers you to take control. But here's a final thought, something interesting the source material touches on. It mentions that other things beyond food can affect your body's reactions. Things like medications, your overall diet quality, and especially chronic stress. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? If you do get tested, how much might your day-to-day stress levels be skewing those results, maybe showing inflammation that isn't just about food? It's a reminder that health is complex. It's not only about what's on your plate. Something to think about.
That is interesting. Stress affecting everything. Yeah. Okay, thanks for diving deep with us today.